I have explained this earlier also to you, but I'll do it again today in reading it. Hi, I'm back. So, the period is divided into 4 seasons of 365.14 day. That's 6 hours. 24 hours, 1/4 is 6 hours. So during one revolution in per year, so after 4 years, those 6 hours accumulate to 24 hours, and February becomes 29. The movement of the earth around the sun, we'll come to figure 3.8, that's on the phenomenon of seasons caused by the earth's revolution. Now you see the earth's revolution, how is it going? Let's start from 22nd December. Okay, the northern winter solstice is there in the north. Southern has summer solstice because the rays are falling on the south of its tilt. Then it goes to 21st March, the southern autumn. The south part is having autumn at that time, and northern is having spring. Then northern summer solstice is happening on 21st June. The north has got summer, the south has got winter. And during this time only, opposite side on 22nd December, south has got summer, north has got winter. And this side, that side is having on the 21st March and on 21st September, north is having autumn and south is having spring. And the same thing on the 21st, we see that opposite side, north is having spring and south is having autumn. Okay, so this is the cause of how the earth is turning around and its axis. What are those points? The rotation of the earth on its axis, the revolution of the earth around the sun, the inclination of the earth's axis. Okay, so now we see that the position 1, 2, 3, 4 show the position of the earth on 4 selected days: 21st March, 21st June, 23rd September and 22nd December. The interval between these dates is about 3 months. 3 months each. 4 dates, 4 3s are 12 months completed. 365.14 day. Now positions 2 and 4 are called the solstice. A solstice is the day when the midday sun shines vertically over the head at one of the tropics. That is Tropic of Cancer or the Tropic of Capricorn. Direct sun rays fall on them, on the Tropic of Cancer or the Tropic of Capricorn. And the duration of the day is the longest in that hemisphere. So the longest days are on 22nd December and 21st June. Positions 1 and 3 are called equinoxes. An equinox is the day when the midday sun shines vertically overhead or at the equator, and the length of day and night is equal duration throughout the world. Day and nights are equal during the world. Because it's spinning, sun is falling there, so everyone is getting that light. Constant is there. The world equinox stands for equal nights. Equinox. In the northern hemisphere, position 2 on 21st June is the summer solstice in June. Position 4, 22nd December is the winter solstice in north. Position 1, 21st March, the spring equinox, equal nights in springtime in the northern hemisphere. And 23rd September is the autumn equinox. During autumn the nights are equal, that is in the northern hemisphere. Summer solstice is 21st June. We just now read about it, isn't it? The North Pole is inclined towards the Sun while the South Pole is turned away from the Sun. See figure point 9. North Pole is towards the Sun, South Pole has gone out of the Sun reach. The rays of the Sun fall vertically over the Tropic of Cancer, 23.5. Straight vertically on the Tropic of Cancer. A large portion of the northern hemisphere gets heat and light from the Sun. You are seeing this part. It's got the light there. 3.9, figure 3.9. Days are longer than nights in the northern hemisphere because the light is much more there constantly during this time. Days are longer than the nights in the northern hemisphere. A large portion of the northern hemisphere gets heat and light from the Sun. Days are longer than nights in the northern hemisphere. Places in the northern hemisphere experience summer season. It's called the summer solstice. Correct? The longest day and the shortest night occurs on 21st June in the northern hemisphere. Longest day and shortest night. All the above conditions are reversed in the southern hemisphere. Everything is there. The night becomes longer than the day. Opposite side. Whatever is written in the summer solstice on the 21st June on the south part, in the southern hemisphere, it's just the opposite. Winter solstice, 22nd December. Now we will come to 3.10. See the south pole. Now the south pole is with light. The south pole is inclined towards the Sun while the north pole is turned away from the Sun. The rays of the Sun fall vertically over the Tropic of Capricorn, that is 23.5 degree south. You are seeing it, it's on Capricorn. Okay. So it's just the opposite thing which is happening. Okay. And a large portion of the southern hemisphere gets the heat and light from the Sun in winter solstice. This is on 22nd of December, but on 21st of June the opposite happens. On 22nd of December this is getting the light. A large portion of the southern hemisphere gets heat and light from the Sun. Days are longer than the nights in the southern hemisphere. Places in the southern hemisphere experience summer season. Correct. The longest day and shortest night occur on 22nd December in the southern hemisphere. All the above conditions are reversed for in the northern hemisphere. Okay. Now spring and autumnal equinoxes. What is equinox? Stands for nights. What happens on the springtime nights and the autumn nights? That's 21st March and 23rd September. That time the earth is quite straight. Because of its tilt and its revolving, the sun gets it in the right place. On 21st and 23rd September, the rays of the sun fall vertically on the equator. The north pole and the south pole lie at equal distance from the sun. Same part, see. It is neither hot nor cold, both in the hemisphere. It's not very hot, not very cold. The northern hemisphere experiences spring season from 21st March and autumn season from 23rd December. The northern hemisphere. It is the reverse for southern hemisphere. The equinoxes coincide with the time of sunrise at one pole and the time of sunset at the other pole. South, north and south. 21st March coincides with the New Year day of the Indian national calendar. Okay, I'll come back and get in touch with you in the next class. Bye bye till then, take care, God bless. We'll come into the question answers in the next class.